and today we are going to together make the French lavender soap and see how it goes. Let's do it. We will quickly run through the process of preparing everything. This is live water with salt and citric acid, and I use the ice cubes for live water to keep the temperature cooler because it heats up a lot. Who made the soap, they know how it is. That's why I use the ice cubes for most of the water replacement, and that helps with the temperature, and also it cools down faster. And now I am adding a little bit of lye at a time, not all together. I skipped a little part of it so you didn't see. So now all the hard oils, coconut oil, and also the shea butter will come. Here is the shea butter and also the cacao butter. I'm thinking about replacing the cacao butter because the price has jumped up sky high, but not yet. I still use my extra virgin olive oil, and this is the other oils, and the coconut milk, kaolin clay, and the oats, ground oats. I ground them myself. They are fine. And this is zinc oxide with water. I use a little bit to lighten this soap, to make it more opaque. And this is indigo powder. I also mix the indigo powder with water. You can mix it with oil, but then it's more grayish. And this is purple Brazilian clay. That is also better mixed with water, only it accelerates later more when it's mixed with water. And now the oils come together because the hard oils are melted. And now when all the elements are prepared, we can make the soap. We can start with blending oils a little bit together with the coconut milk, kaolin clay, and oats, just to disperse them evenly. That's enough. And now we can add our live water. You see that live water looks a little bit pink from the Himalayan salt, and also it's a little bit cloudy from salt and citric acid. I usually don't filtrate it afterwards. Let's pour it in. The temperatures are quite cold because I remember that last time the batter seized a bit, and I had a little bit hard time of making the swirl in the first part, but hopefully this time not, because it's really quite cold. Basically the live water is room temperature. I think that's enough. It's emulsified, and we can pour the colors. If it's not a trace emulsified, but you really want to make sure that it's good, especially since I'm doing it cold, it can be a false trace sometimes. Usually it didn't happen to me yet, but you know, just to be sure. So you have to always stir well before you pour things off. So all the elements will be there if it's not fully emulsified yet. A little bit of indigo, little more of the rose clay, oh, not rose clay, a little more of the Brazilian clay, and let's put this aside. Let's mix it, and I would like to see the temperature actually, because it was cool. And these colorants also are mixed with the water. I would really want to see the temperature. Oh, this is perfect. Exactly what we need. It's heating up, even without the essential oils. But we would need to, and here we will add a little bit of zinc oxide, just to stabilize it and make it nicer. And here also like a smidge. Right now my indigo looks kind of green. Hope it will turn black to the blue, because the, oh sorry, forgive the noise, outside they are doing something, some construction thing, and making a big noise. Okie dokie, I will add the essential oil, or I will probably first do both, because there is a French lavender which would accelerate the batter, but then I added the lemon essential oil, which kind of slows down the batter. So let's see what happens. Okay. Let's beat out the bubbles. Okay. See, it's turning blue. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, I don't want to overmix it, otherwise it will be like last time. And essential oil, tiny bit here, a little more here. And let's mix them out. It's definitely better than I had the last time. We'll see how it works. And last time I didn't add, I think, zinc oxide to the indigo powder. It was very dark. Okay, but it's okay. Let's roll up that. And let's make this roll. Let's see. It's quite thick, maybe I will just mix a tiny bit. I don't want it to be muddy. Okay, pour. Zinc oxide doesn't make it white the same way as titanium dioxide do, but it makes it more opaque, more kind of velvety color. And then so I can mix it right away. I can put the spirulina line there and pour it right away. I rinsed my stick blender, so not to muddy the nice light color, even if it will not be totally white, like creamy color, but I don't want to muddy it with the dark color. Okay, I think it's enough. It will pour in nicely. See, it's still quite runny. That means that seizing of the butter in the dark parts is more due to the additions than due to essential oils. For my previous soap, you see that I like to make a spirulina line because it makes a nice green line. And it complements whatever colors we will have. Right now indigo soap looks quite green. Hope it turns back blue. Doesn't stay green. But if it stays green, it can work with that too. Light color, it's still nice and liquidy. And I will still use the spatula to break the foam. More because of the spirulina than of the... See that spirulina washes a little bit out because it's not flat. Ay. Should have added the spirulina right after I made the layer and not later. To make the top, I turned it around because the dark layer comes up here and I don't want to disturb it, but I made a little bit of spirulina powder with olive oil just for a little tiny color effect for the top. We'll see. I have done this before. See, just a little bit, just to... nothing big. Come on, come out. Okay, I think it will be enough. Let's do it. That's my favorite top design. There are many beautiful top designs, but for some reason I like this one the most, in a wavy pattern. Beautiful. And I will add the lavender flowers. It looks very excellent. I mean, sometimes it breaks, what can you do? But most of the time it stays nice. That's my way of doing it. Especially if you have some nice lavender flowers. And then when you start using the soap, if you want to get the flower off, I think it's easier than fighting with little buds. Okay. I have little buds down there which have fallen off the flowers, so maybe I will use them for something later. But for this soap and for Peace on Earth, I prefer the whole thing. And also, if I put the whole lavender flower on top like this, then it doesn't come off when I cut the soap, because the stem is holding the buds together. Ah, noise, noise. Oi, oi. And the last two. And this soap again I will not put in a thermal box to go through the gel, because then I am afraid that my beautiful lavenders will turn all brown and unsightly. Good evening. This is the evening of the same day, and I will try to cut the soap. I think it's hard enough, because I am afraid that in the morning it will be too hard. Since I'm adding the salt to the soap, it gets hard quite a bit faster. I mean, the white part is definitely hard enough. I am a little worried about the other part, the part with the clay and the indigo, but it seems to be, I mean, it's still a little bit soft maybe, but not too much. Let's see. I will try to cut with the lavender on top, because the string shouldn't touch it. Oh, it's quite nice. See it? I think it gelled a little bit in the middle. We'll see if this ring goes away or not. But it cuts fine. Last time when I made it, the indigo was very dark blue. This time it's much lighter and it kind of more grayish. Maybe next time I will not add the zinc oxide and make it more concentrated. Actually, I liked with the dark blue a little better, but see, experience is my teacher. I never know how it will look, but the but the purple Brazilian clay looks quite nice. We'll see how the indigo tends to change this color a little bit. Let's see. I mean, it's nice, but actually I like the dark blue better. I will try to do it again next time. For me it's a little bit too grayish. But it's good that I cut it now, because in the morning it might be too hard to cut. See, in the middle here, it's an end. You see this darker ring is just here, but in the middle it has been heating up quite a bit all over. Just the top is light. We'll see how it will go, how it will look tomorrow. Yeah, here just like very corner is light and all the rest is kind of darker, the white one. We definitely need to see how it looks tomorrow. Today I will probably not clean up the sides and not stamp. I will do that tomorrow, and then we can see how the color has changed. I think it's too soft for stamping today. See, the spirulina line stayed here, but maybe I put a little too much, so it washed out a little when I was putting on. And I have to remember, when I poured this darker part, I should have put the spirulina line on the top right away when it was still softish, and not wait when it hardens up, because then it doesn't stick to this layer as much, and since this layer was quite a bit softer, quite a bit more liquid when I was pouring it on, some of the spirulina washed up and ended up here. It's not a tragedy, nothing bad. It looks even a little cute, but that is not what I was planning. But no harm. The green line we still have here. And this is the final soap. That's how it looks. I stamped it from both sides because otherwise it looked a little boring, and I like it. You can see that there is still a little bit of the ring here of the soap gelling, but it's almost invisible. It's practically, you can take one soap from the middle. It's there, but you practically can't see it. It's really vague. If you look very carefully, you can see that side, the top is lighter, the inside is darker, but it's not so pronounced as it was in the first moment when I cut it. So that's how it came out. Like the video, subscribe if you want to see me again, and till the next time, ciao.